Hi again, folks. Welcome to Sabres. Hi, folks. Welcome to the Sabres Reloaded, the video on the channel, if you're new, that discusses topics within the organization. I got 5 of them I want to go over. I wrote them down. Well, I wrote them down there on my computer, so I'm just going to wing it, guys, talk about it. Okay, number 1. I think we should trade our first rounder. And guys, when have you ever heard me say that on this channel? Think about it. Never. No. I think this time around, we can do it. We're deep now. Our prospect pool, as far as I'm concerned, is the deepest in hockey still this very minute. We got guys like Savoy coming up, Rosen. All these guys are coming up that eventually to this team. And I think we can afford to even move out some of those pieces as well if we can get the right player for it. At the right price too. That's got to be something we got to mathematically look at. But trading our first rounder, we could package that. If somebody would be willing to, I don't know, take the Skinner contract, we could pack that first rounder, you know. It'd be funny if Skinner wound up on the Leafs and he's part of the core after if we shipped them there another $9 million over to Toronto. But I don't think we could squeeze that somehow. And the thing is, and there's no hate on Skinner, guys. It's just now he's in his 30s. He's gonna start regressing year to year now. If we can get another 2 25-goal seasons out of that contract, I'm happy, really. But you know, there's some time left on that deal. It would be nice to move it out if we could somehow, some way, but it's not going to happen. We're not going to buy him out. Get that thinking out of your head, guys. Really, it's just one of those things we'll talk about here. So that's the number 2 thing. Skinner buyout, not happening. It's not happening. We are not going to buy out Jeff Skinner. It's not happening. I don't know why people think we're going to be that dumb. We're not. And people, you got to understand something. What is the point in buying out a guy that can still score? If he was getting the 7-goal season like years ago, okay, I understand. We have to do something, but we cannot buy somebody out because you don't like him. That's not a reason to buy somebody out. We buy somebody out because he's not producing. Skinner's producing. He's producing. He's got 60 goals, right? Around the last 2 years, whatever it is. I don't know, maybe more. And Rosie's going off today. Rosie is driving me nuts. Rosie! She's so bad today. Wow. So Skinner buyout, it's just not going to happen, guys. Come on. Adams isn't stupid. He's not going to bury this contract and buy it out. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Rosie! Oh my God. I should get her in here next video. I'm going to get her in here. So Skinner, not happening. I just wanted to throw that out there. There's no way we're buying out Jeff Skinner. Guys, come on. That would be such a waste of cap space for so many years. No. I'd rather eat it. Eat it. That way, years down the line, we're not getting hit with that extra cap hit. I don't want dead cap on the cap. No thanks. So try and move them out. And even 50%, not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth paying $5 million for this guy to go score 25 to 30 goals for some other team. That doesn't make any sense. I think Skinner will bounce back this year, have a 28, 29, 30-goal season, right around there. Well, it's not a bad season last year. I'm talking like it is. It wasn't. He had a career year last year in assists. That's all it was, the year before. Number 3, the playoff talk. Guys, look, how do I say this? We're making the playoffs. We just are. Sorry, Toronto, Boston, Montreal, whatever fans are watching. The Sabres are in next year. It's not going to happen where the Sabres miss with Lindy Ruff, with this deep of young talent on this team. I wouldn't be surprised if the Sabres won 50 games next year. I think when the Sabres get in, guys, they are going to march in. They're not just going to squeeze in. They're going to march right in. And we're going to know they're a playoff team by, I figured it would happen this year. By around December, January, we're going to know, wow, we're making it this year. You know, there's no way they're collapsing. That kind of thing. So I'm preparing in my head for a deep playoff run. Okay, not just making the playoffs. Sabres are going to get in. Guaranteed. There, I said it. They're getting in. they're getting in this year. Unless we get hit with tons of injuries and all sorts of crap. But the guys have a hunch things are due to go our way for a change, you know? And that's what happens in the circle of sports. Eventually things start going your way again. And I think this is the year where it happens. So forgive me guys, I'm a little sweaty in here. It's hot in here. Should have opened my window. Sabres I'm preparing for a deep playoff run, not just getting in. So that's where I stand with that. Number 3 topic, which is the playoff topic, I guess. I don't know. Number 4, I got our goaltending is secure with Levi and UPL. We don't need to look for a goalie this offseason, guys. I haven't seen the Sabres fans crying about that yet because I guess UPL gave you some hope that we're going to have some secure goaltending. What if UPL doesn't show up next year? Then we need Levi too, you know? We need them to bounce off each other, these two. And yeah, I think our goaltending's fine with our young goalies. I think Adams actually, believe it or not, made the right call last year. Because even if we made the playoffs, you think it might have saved Granato's job, guys. And that could have been the worst thing. Because then we have another year of non-contact hockey coming. No thanks. I said it for years. This guy's got to go if he's going to continue to let the team be a wuss team, okay? And the only guys that would do any contact are guys that already play that type of game. He obviously didn't teach players to hit. And you can't do that in hockey and succeed. It just doesn't work, right? So we've got to put our faith into our young goalies because they're going to be studs, guys. I'm telling you, this Devin Levi kid is going to dominate when he hits his stride. He is going to be something special. And UPL is developing above and beyond where I expected him to be right now, really. So this is good. It's a good problem to have, having 2 good young goalies. We have to figure a way to keep them together. Like Boston did with Ullmark and Swayman. We have to figure a way. Because Boston, they're going to try and get rid of Ullmark, I'm pretty sure. Swayman's the guy. I've been saying that for a long time, and people didn't believe me. I think now maybe there's a change of heart. Swayman's the guy in Boston, believe me. You don't want Ullmark. I don't want Ullmark. I wouldn't take Ullmark back for $2 million if we could get him. I'd rather pay Levi. I'd rather have Levi in nets and Ullmark in a Game 7. I'll leave it there with that. Or UPL, any day. Ullmark would just panic under pressure. No thanks. Okay, and number 5, yeah, everything just feels right, okay? If we add a few proper pieces, and that's what I was talking about in the previous video, guys. If we can get some mean in this lineup, some aggression, some grit, some sandpaper, more sandpaper than we have already, all the stars are going to prosper. They're going to feel secure. They're going to feel like these guys got my back this year. I don't have to, you know, it's ridiculous when Tage Thompson has to fight. Okay? It's ridiculous. Because if that guy breaks his hand, we're screwed. Screwed. Okay? I always used to think this with Iginla. How stupid is this guy? He's like the star player on Calgary. And he used to drop the gloves and their fans were into it. This is how boneheaded some of their fans were. It's like, yeah, but what if he breaks his hand? You know? There's always that chance. So no, I don't want to see the Sabres fall into that kind of category where all of a sudden our star players out for the season because of a fight. No, I think if we have these guys in our I've got to bury her in here next. I don't know what's going on. I've got to go check, guys. Rosie, she's so bad today. Bad girl. So that's I'll leave it there, guys. I don't want to see the Sabres bury their season because they're not able to have some sort of enforcement around them. You're allowed to have enforcers, guys. This screwy thing that Bettman's trying to do and keep the league soft. No. We're allowed to bring in some tough guys in this team to look out for each other, okay? We don't have to bring in goons, but we can bring in some tough characters, you know, that intimidate the opponent. I'm all for that. So get those proper pieces in. Cement it, you know, it's like, God, make sure that the basement is not made of sand or mortar. You know that old saying, like, make sure it's not made of sand and you just sink in it eventually, guys. Make sure you get a nice hard concrete under the base of your team, because right now we need that. I feel we do anyway. I don't think in a playoff series we could go very far. That's what I'm thinking. All right, guys, done for this one. See you in the nightcap.